story continues with a burial ceremony is held for Hiroshi. Kentaro is furious with Kate because she was never supposed to get close to Titan X, which led to their father's death while trying to save her. Kate explains that it felt as if Titan X was controlling her, but unfortunately, Kentaro doesn't believe her and leaves in anger. Afterward, Mei meets Kentaro and takes him to a bar to drink. Kentaro suddenly kisses Mei, but upon realizing she doesn't want it, he insults her instead, causing Mei to leave the bar out of anger. On the other hand, Lee plans to summon Godzilla to fight Titan X, even though Kate warns him that Godzilla cannot be controlled. Nevertheless, Lee proceeds to open the rift with his old friend. Suddenly, an evacuation alarm sounds and Kentaro sees Godzilla causing chaos in the city. But it turns out to be just a dream. Lee and his friend activate the machine to open the rift, yet neither Godzilla nor any other Titans emerge.
Is it working? It's picking up Godzilla.
Ultimately, Lee receives a call from his old crew and realizes that he has been teleported to the past. The episode opens in 1962 deep inside Axis Mundi during an early expedition. After the disaster that wiped out his team, Shaw manages to get a signal through his radio. He explains that his crew is gone, his transport is barely functional, and he is out of supplies. Shaw is actually speaking to a younger version of himself, though the younger one doesn't realize it yet. Young Shaw asks about Bill, but older Shaw brushes it off, hinting at future events. Elsewhere, Kate and Keiko analyze strange infrasonic signals between Titan X and Kate, trying to make sense of this unusual connection. The story shifts to Mei, who catches up with Kentaro while he prepares to leave. Kentaro lashes out, frustrated with being told what to do and hurt over Mei not returning his feelings. Mei walks away, only to be intercepted by men shortly after leaving. In Axis Mundi, older Shaw questions his younger self about sightings of Godzilla. When the answer is no, Shaw realizes the Titan wasn't present then. He instructs young Lee to place a tracking device on Titan X, guided toward the entry vehicle. Lee modifies an onboard system into a tracker with help from Suzuki. While doing this, Lee suggests using the Titan to reopen a portal and escape. Older Shaw firmly tells him to follow instructions. Meanwhile, the men who captured Mei are revealed to be Monarch agents. They take her to a ship where she reunites with Tim. He confronts her about going too far at Apex, accusing her of losing sight of her mission and provoking a Titan attack. With Mei's device lodged in a Titan tentacle, Monarch plans to use it to track the creature and avoid further destruction. Tim makes it clear that Apex has distanced itself. If Mei doesn't fix things, she could take the fall alone. He reveals that Brenda kept her identity off the records, meaning Mei owes her a favor. At the same time, Kentaro travels to Phuket and reconnects with Isabel. Isabel opens up about her complicated background, explaining she was adopted by Walter but pushed aside after they had a biological daughter, Maya. Isabel encouraged Kentaro to see things from her perspective and attempts to pull him into her vision of reshaping the world. In Axis Mundi, younger Shaw pushes for answers about who he is speaking to. Before he gets a response, he's struck by a lightning burst but escapes with guidance from older Shaw. Young Lee then comes across Keiko's abandoned tent, raising more questions. Meanwhile, Keiko and Kate continue analyzing wave patterns, leading them to a village referenced in Bill's journal. They discover symbolic markers tied to women associated with water imagery, hinting at a deeper connection between them and Titans. Lee grows suspicious when Shaw tries to steer him away from finding Keiko. Shaw finally reveals that he is Lee himself from the future. Due to time distortions, they have formed a link across time. Shaw warns him not to interfere with Keiko's fate, insisting she will be rescued later. He convinces his younger self not to risk disrupting the timeline. Meanwhile, Cadden theorizes that women use the village well to communicate with the Titan. She decides to climb down, but the rope gives way, sending Kate falling into the darkness. As Kentaro and Isabel head toward the airport, she hints at using Axis Mundi to stop G-Day. In Axis Mundi, Shaw directs Lee to plant the tracker. Things spiral out of control when a Titan awakens, triggering a chase. While fleeing, Lee nearly becomes prey, but the original Titan intervenes. Seizing the opportunity, Lee successfully plants the tracking device. However, the situation erupts into chaos as the Titan fully awakens. Shaw gives Lee final instructions on how to escape before the connection cuts off. Deep within the well, Kate discovers a hidden passage that leads her back to Keiko. Kate realizes the Titan isn't simply a threat. They may actually need their help. Monarch detects the tracker signal heading toward Australia. Suzuki relays this to Lee, who prepares to move. Suzuki offers to join, but Lee declines, making it clear he must handle what comes next alone. The story continues in northeastern Australia, where Lee Shaw sees the Titan in pain. Kate and Keiko go to Outpost 18 and are taken by Tim to Dr. Barris to explain Shaw's plan to attract Godzilla with gamma rays. Dr. Barris explains that the government is sending nuclear weapons to Godzilla less than 3 hours away. Kate tells them the Titan needs help. Kentaro arrives and refuses to tell May about his trip with Isabel. Dr. Barris is convinced to let them try. Shaw sets up the device and drives off. The chopper is prepared and they take off. May tells Tim she is not comfortable with Kentaro meeting the Simmons as they may have a plan. Tim lets her try to stop him. Within range, birds from Titan X attack the chopper and it falls. Then somewhere in the South Pacific, Godzilla awakens. The team meets Lee Shaw. May goes to speak for Brenda, asking about Isabel's mission with Kentaro. Keiko tells Lee the military is coming and explains their plan to return Titan X to its migratory route. Lee tells them to back down as it is deadly. Kentaro offers to watch Kate while she tries her plan, while Keiko goes to talk to Lee. Kate approaches the Titan. Brenda refuses to give information. Titan X wakes up and makes eye contact with Kate. Lee insists the team must leave. Meanwhile, Godzilla is spotted on the move. Kentaro speaks with Isabel, who urges him to stick to the plan even if it hurts Kate, blaming her for their father's death. Kate tells Kentaro the Titan can't move because it is a mother. Godzilla approaches and Titan X goes to fight it. All teams are now active. Not long after Apex arrives and goes for the eggs. Kate is sad knowing Kentaro worked with them. Then the fight continues as Apex secures the eggs. Titan sees its egg and tries to go after it while Godzilla pursues. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next epic story. See you in the next video.